from San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, August 9th, 2024, and it's 6:48 p.m. This is day 9 of the Dog Days of Podcasting, where me and several other podcast nerds attempt to do a show a day for the entire month of August, and we're in day 9. I am back from London. Oh, by the way, friends, my 20th anniversary is coming up, I think, on like August 14th. I will have been doing the Rock and Roll Geek Show for 20 years. Can somebody please remind me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, around then to do to remember that look back on 20 years of podcasting, because I will forget. I forget every year, so please remind me, friends. I am extremely jet lagged. When I went to the UK, hold on, I need to take a sip of this. I'm going to open up a beer. I'm drinking Modelo here. This is the last of the 12-pack that was at the mountain house. I'm in Don's Den still, heading up to the mountains tomorrow, and I need to take a sip of this fine Modelo. Oh, that's good. Second one of the day's always the best. Heading up to the mountain house tomorrow. I am really, my head's not on straight. When I flew to the UK to do the Manitoba stuff, I did not have jet lag when I arrived in the UK. I slept on the plane, and I was pretty much normal. Stayed up a little bit late at night, but coming back, going to the UK, you lose 8 hours. You're 8 hours ahead. Coming back, you gain 8 hours. And I was falling asleep at like 6 p.m. last night. I did a show I finished the show right before like 7 o'clock. And as soon as I finished, I got it posted. I laid down and started watching some of the Olympics, and my head might have been on the pillow for 60 seconds. I said some prayers for people who need prayers said for them. And before I even finished that, or by the time I did, I was zonked. And I woke up at like 1 a.m., raring to go, just raring to go about my day. It doesn't matter if I've gotten 8 hours sleep or gotten 3 hours sleep, but when it's in my body clock, when it's 5 or 6 a.m., I got to get out of bed. And my body clock was telling me it was 9 a.m. at 1 a.m., and I was raring to go. So I am feeling like I'm about ready to drop right now. It is 6:50. Yeah, in 10 minutes I'll be ready to zonk out. I got the Olympics on, the table tennis. I'm liking the ping pong. It's pretty entertaining to watch. My favorite things on the Olympics are the women's beach volleyball, for obvious reasons, and I'm liking the table tennis. And I think I like the synchronized swimming too, for obvious reasons. Women's synchronized swimming for obvious reasons. And I'm liking the women's track and field too, for those same obvious reasons. All right, friends. I was gonna do a longer show today. I'm gonna try my best to do a longer show tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a track by track. When I do these Dog Day shows, I don't post them on Patreon usually because they're shorter shows. So consequently, I don't get the Patreon money at the beginning of every month, and that's pretty much what is supporting the Rock and Roll Geek Show, is the Patreon money, because that comes every episode. And I haven't posted any yet this month, so I may do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a track by track of the new Vane album. Somebody sent me the new Vane. I have not listened to it yet, except for the first song. Joel from the Butlers is the guitar player for Vane, and I know Davey Vane, and hopefully I won't say anything bad about the record. But what I'm going to do tonight is I would like to say happy birthday to the sheriff, the guy who runs the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page. He's not the guy who started it. He's not the guy who created it, but he does approve people. You just got to answer 2 or 3 questions that were created by the sheriff, Richard Fusey. He is the moderator and the admin of the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, and he's one of the most prolific posters as well. He is We call him the sheriff, and today's his birthday, and I would like to say happy birthday to the sheriff, Richard Fusey. I'm going to dedicate this show to him. He is probably one of the older guys on the Facebook group. He's been if you're a fan of a band, a rock and roll band, chances are he has seen them live. If they're a band from the 70s or the 60s, he has seen Jay Giles' band. He's from New York originally, and he saw every show in New York. He saw all the Fillmore East show. I'm pretty sure he saw the Humble Pie when they did that live album at Fillmore East. He's seen everybody, and he's been through it all. I don't think I'm out of line when I say this. I think it's pretty common knowledge, but he has Parkinson's disease, and he told me today that 12 years ago the doctors gave him 8 years to live. And he's still kicking it, hanging in there. And every night before I go to bed, or when I'm in bed, I pray for a lot of people who are in need of prayer, like that are in having health problems. And he's always in the list of people that I pray for. I pray for other people as well. I got some friends who have cancer, and they're friends of the show who have people in their life who are sick. So I pray for a lot of people when I go to bed. And Richard Fusey is, yes, I pray before I go to bed. I do the now I'll lay me down to sleep, believe it or not. But is that dumb? Maybe it is, but it can't hurt. Even though I prayed for Joe Klein and he didn't make it. But he did live longer than was expected. So every night when I'm praying, I pray for Richard Fusey. He's a great guy. He's cantankerous. He's cranky. He threatens to leave the group all the time. He threatens to not be my friend all the time. But the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group would not be the same without the sheriff. Hold on, I need to take a sip of this fine Modelo. So for you, Sheriff, and on behalf of everybody who's friends of the Rock and Roll Geek Show, we say it with the deepest love, friend. Happy birthday. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's older than me. I think he's probably around Manitoba's age, I'm guessing, maybe a little bit younger. I've had him on the show once. Joe Pollack, my bodyguard, gave a big donation to get Richard Fusey on the show because there was a little bit of a friendly war going on between those two guys, and they ended up making up, and now everybody loves the sheriff. And I want the sheriff to stick around for a long time because this world, without the sheriff in it, is going to be a lot less of a great place. The guy posts every day on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. He posts somebody's birthday. Let's get on there now and see whose birthday he posted today, shall we? Get on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page. All right, happy birthday to the sheriff, Richard Fusey, and many more, friend. I posted that. There's 40 comments. Today, happy birthday to Jerry Garcia, he says. So Richard Fusey shares a birthday with Jerry Garcia. He does this every day. He posts somebody's birthday. What did he post yesterday? Oh, okay. Steve Vai. He's a big Steve Vai fan. One of the most prolific songwriters, posters on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page. Richard Fusey, I take a sip of this fine Modelo to you, friend. I'm heading up to the Mountain House tomorrow. Super early. If I'm jet lagged, I'll be up at 2 a.m. I'll walk my daughter's dog, Timmy, and then I'll pack up my truck and get the hell out of here. I'm heading I'm heading to Africa a week from Monday. So I'm coming back here on Saturday. I can't do a long show tonight anyway because I can't make a lot of noise when the grandkid is asleep. I spent the day with my granddaughter today, and that was a joyous, 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 joyous day. I play with her. She wants me to play make-believe stuff with her. I do it all. Is it exciting to me? It's not exciting playing the games and playing with the toys and stuff, but it sure is exciting hanging out with my little granddaughter. That little kid owns my heart. But I digress. Richard Fusey, live many more years, friend. Happy birthday. I hope one of those hot caregivers. He's got these caregivers who come to his house every day. and he posts pictures of them on the Facebook, and they're all smoking hot. They're like smoking hot Cuban women and stuff like that. I hope one of those smoking hot caretakers takes care of you on your birthday, if you get my drift, friend. Whether or not you can function down there or not, at least if you can get one of them to just, give you some attention, if you understand what I'm saying. All right, happy birthday, Richard Fusey. I love you, brother. And so does everybody else on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. I'm going to play something for you. This is Deep Purple. I would play the live version of this song, but the live version is like 18 minutes long. So I'm going to play the album version, the album closer from Machine Head. Here's Space Truckin'. Happy birthday, friend. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.